to drive to work to pay for this car, buy this car to drive to work to work.
Welcome to Yellow Brick Road, where Batman is the most awesome shit ever. I'm Jordan, this is James, and tonight we're going to talk about Joe Biden announcing his candidacy for President of the United States. Biden 2020. Hashtag Creepy Joe. Hashtag Uncle Creepy Joe. Hashtag Creepy Uncle Joe. Hashtag He's just a fucking creep. Hashtag Nobody's going to vote for you, man. Sorry. Actually, there will be people that vote for you, but they won't be under the age of 55 years old. But first, please consider donating to Devon's Journey to Recovery. Link down there in the description box. Click the link, read the story, donate some cash, some shekels, as our anti-Zionists say. Please don't flag me, YouTube, for that.
As long as I don't say, I think we're good.
So, down there, description box, GoFundMe account for Devon's Journey to Recovery. All right, Joe Biden announced his 2020 run earlier today, and it didn't seem received too well. A lot of people are just like, no, not voting for this fucking guy. But why fuck around? Let's go right to his campaign ad, his announcement commercial thingy.
Charlottesville, Virginia is home to the author of one of the great documents in human history. We know it by heart. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. We've heard it so often, it's almost a cliche, but it's who we are. We haven't always lived up to these ideals. Jefferson himself didn't, but we have never before walked away from them. Charlottesville is also home to a defining moment for this nation in the last few years. It was there on August of 2017 we saw Klansmen and white supremacists and neo-Nazis come out in the open. Their crazed faces, illuminated by torches, veins bulging and bearing the fangs of racism, chanting the same anti-Semitic bile heard across Europe in the 30s.
This isn't helping you, Biden.
No, it's not.
Trying to attract the black, it's not going to work. You're going to attract the 55, 60 year old, any group that vote Democrat. Best you got. This is just going to alienate a shitload of people.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone at those rallies were there with fucking tiki torches. And as you say, though, that photo of the year, that guy was like, your life's over.
Oh, his life was fucked. It's like, good luck.
Even had like the Hitler, like,
Yeah, he had the Hitler haircut.
the little string of hair that falls over near the eyes.
Yeah.
Screefish. Fascisch.
See, one thing that could save him if he had a beard and he had a fucking like a watcher's coat, then maybe, and a sword, maybe he'd be fine. But this fucked him over.
We will get to comments. Be patient. Be patient.
And they were met by a courageous group of Americans. And a violent clash ensued. And a brave young woman lost her life. And that's when we heard the words of the President of the United States that stunned the world and shocked the conscience of this nation.
This guy has no fucking chance. Holy shit.
I'm kind of happy he has no chance.
Yeah, I know.
Straight up.
I'm glad he's being exposed by himself. And piano change, the musical number changes a little bit. Like soft piano time. Ding, 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 ding.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Those brave Americans fighting those Nazis. Like, that's a losing cause, Joe. I don't know who your campaign team is. I don't know. Probably like Hillary Clinton rejects. Like people even she fired.
Yeah.
All right.
He said there were, quote, some very fine people on both sides. Very fine people on both sides? With those words...
Yeah, Joe, that's possible. Fuck. You're too old to be playing identity politics, which is why everyone sees through it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The President of the United States assigned a moral equivalence between those spreading hate and those with the courage to stand against it. And in that moment, I knew the threat to this nation was unlike any I had ever seen in my lifetime. I wrote at the time that we're in the battle for the soul of this nation.
You're not fucking Batman. You're not the Dark Knight. You're not fighting the Joker. You're not battling for the soul of the nation.
No,
Fuck.
he is
Not you.
He is battling for the soul. That way he can have one.
I'll give you a C+ for that.
I'm trying here.
There's a little heart to it, but just...
Look at him though. Wait, listen. Remember when you're about to criticize me and criticize my joke telling skill? Just look at his face. Just look at him. I'm trying.
He has those weird lips that go all the way down to like...
What, this?
Right edges and shit. No, it has edges. It's like his lips are shaped like a Fu Manchu. Like a Muppet or something. He literally has like a puppet's mouth. You can see the lines down the side.
I hope I don't age that way.
I'm sorry for just mocking Joe Biden. He deserves better than that. He did vote for segregation. He deserves better than this.
He did. Oh.
All right.
Oh my God.
Well, that's even more true today. We are in the battle for the soul of this nation. I believe history will look back on 4 years of this president and all he embraces as an aberrant moment in time. But if we give Donald...
You were a politician when George Bush was in office, lied us into the Iraq War, and you voted for it. Bush was worse than Trump.
I'll let you go ahead.
Trump still has time, but so far, foreign policy, Trump has been better than Obama. I mean, you got to give Trump time. He got coups to throw, Saudis to fund, reigniting wars in Syria, giving blank checks to Israel. Give Trump some time, but, you know, as far as results go, as just obvious results,
Yeah.
Trump has looked better than Obama.
And yet, they all killed people, so fuck them all.
Yeah. So to say that this is the worst guy when you've had all these consecutive presidents with their horrible killing of innocent people all around the world, fuck out of here.
Donald Trump 8 years in the White House, he will forever and fundamentally alter the character of this nation, who we are, and I cannot...
You running and you winning helps him get another 4 years.
Yeah.
You will cement his 8 years,
Yeah.
8-year run, if you're the candidate. Unless Bernie and Tulsi started third party, or people write in names. I hope to God they write in it.
Christ.
There should be no chance this guy fucking wins. But if he wins, people better write in names. They better write in Bernie.
Can you imagine?
If he wins, there's gonna be riots in there's gonna be riots in the street. But let's let him finish with his promo thing. His promo cut. Listen to me, brother. I'm Joe Biden.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
I'll hug you the most awkward way possible.
No. If you got a young daughter, you best damn believe I'm going to use my fingers to touch her.
She better use Head and Shoulders, because I'm coming to sniff.
Not stand by and watch that happen.
Sorry.
The core values of this nation, our standing in the world, our very democracy.
I don't need any more.
Everything that has made America America is at stake.
Danger free.
Look, he shows Martin
That's
Luther
why
King.
today I'm announcing my candidacy. America world that happened. The core values of this nation, our standing in the world, our very democracy.
So yeah, they would vote against you. He's got What do we have? The women's, right?
nation
Okay, let's see.
are standing in the world.
Votes for what? They'll vote against you.
Our very democracy.
Troops, they'll vote against you.
Everything that has made America America is at
Civil rights movement, they'll definitely vote against you.
stake.
They'll definitely vote against you.
That's why today I'm announcing
You might vote against you. What the fuck? He might vote against himself. Him doing this is voting against himself.
I thought you were going to go the route of if there was a Joe Biden on the other team,
Nah.
then, you know,
Him-
we smear you.
Him making this video is him voting against himself.
Well, I have a
He's creating new anti-Biden voters.
I have a conspiracy.
Or maybe they were never on his team in the first
Are you
place.
trying to elevate somebody? You know?
We will get the comments, guys. Be patient.
my candidacy for President of the United States. Folks, America's an idea that's stronger.
Dude, he's still in shit from the Dark Knight, isn't he? We're battling for America's soul. America is an idea. Oh, that's from Batman Begins. Right? Batman Begins and the Dark Knight. He's putting code phrases out there.
Yeah.
Bigger than any army, bigger than any ocean, more powerful than any dictator or tyrant. It gives hope to the most desperate people on earth. It guarantees that everyone is treated.
We're creating the most desperate on on here. Have you
Well,
seen South
we
America?
have a big hand.
Oh yeah. We play a large role.
Yeah.
Fuck.
with dignity and gives hate no safe harbor. It instills in every person in this country the belief that no matter where you start in life, there's nothing you can't achieve if you work at it. That's what we believe. And above all else, that's what's at stake in this election. We can't forget what happened in Charlottesville.
We can't forget that you voted for the Iraq War. We can't forget that you co-sponsored the Patriot Act. We can't forget that allegedly
His DNA is in the George Bush Patriot Act.
we can't forget that you're the vice president to Obama, who is a murderer. We can't forget that allegedly you voted for segregation. Yeah, he's that old.
And he brought it back to Charlottesville again. Like he's gonna be the out in front leader of the new civil rights movement. Even though like Bernie Sanders was a part of the actual civil rights movement. Like that's hilarious. That's one of the funniest things ever.
These fuckers are old, man.
I mean, come on, there can't be people that fall for this.
My parents were kids.
Unless you're like 68 years old. I can't see how you fall for this. Because this is what they're used to. This is all
I told you?
Is all they've ever seen from politics is the smile and the say
I know.
talk this
Remember,
way.
remember I told you?
And good old
that
American
work?
values.
Was that work?
I know billionaires. They're patriots.
The lady was like, "Yeah, Joe Biden looks like a nice guy."
See, Bernie gets it all wrong.
Murderer.
He blames the billionaires too much.
If
I know they're patriots.
if you support a
I know
murderer,
it.
then it's like,
Yeah.
you know.
Even more important, we have to remember who we are.
Oh, that's it?
Yep. All right, comments.
Yay.
Go ahead.
All right, real quick assessment. Because we're going to cut this into like a normal video. So, James, will you be voting for Joe Biden this coming Democratic primary?
No.
All right, that's it from us. That's our analysis of Joe Biden now running in the 2020 U.S. election. I hope to everything holy he loses.
Should have showed you over mail running. Vote for UL.
Running to the 2020. Literally running.
He'll make it there in a day. All the way from Cuba. Yoel. Traps Romero.
All right, you rowdy motherfuckers. You're going to read your freaking comments. What was that?
it was something of non-importance.
Hey, Leslie. Yeah, I'll start with the... That's not a bad name. From Propaganda. Uncle Bad Touch. I like that. Uncle Head Ass. Uncle Scratch and Sniff. I like that. Muay Thai with the more... Because he's a racist. Deep down inside, he's a racist. He has uncontrollable fingers on the keyboard. He says, buy this African gentleman that picked this cotton. I already told you where I get my cotton from. You know what's up. Muay Thai says, seriously, bruh, how many of your subs are legit? I don't know. That's my answer to that. Propaganda. I want to know the garbage composer who did Joe's commercial. It's like Pixar garbage. Muay Thai, more trolling with your white power comment. You're trying to get us banned, aren't you? You know, YouTube, if like your comment section is raunchy, I don't know what the word would be. They want to like ban people and demonetize them. How dare you, Muay Thai? You're lucky we're not monetized. Marshall Villager. Biden is trash, but confronting white supremacists and fascists is in fact courageous. I don't think it's genuine when he says it, though. Didn't we already say something about him and segregation?
Mm-hmm.
How about the Iraq War? When you're okay with bombing brown people. It's just over there, so where you don't have to see it. Jesus Christ. No, Muay Thai, Batman is not racist. Propaganda, fuck Batman.
Whatever.
Marshall Villager. Biden, Clinton, and Trump are all racist super predators. Are they racist, or they'll take advantage of whatever they can get their hands on, they'll go for that. If it was poor whites, they'd take advantage of it. They probably have taken advantage of them too. Trump took advantage of them by getting them to vote for him, thinking he was going to come and save them. And I wouldn't be surprised if the QAnon shit was like a psyop. Like, create this and it'll get these people on the internet to go along with this thing. I'll just keep bombing away and setting up coups and robbing people. And they'll think it's 5D chess, where at the end of the day, see, Clinton's arrested. That's what it's going to lead to. Muay Thai says, Trump for life. Propaganda says, I read The Assassination Complex by Jeremy Scahill, and it talked about Joe and Obama killing people and watching the live drone footage. It's based off the Snowden files. Yeah. Not surprised by that. I mean, they watched the fucking, they definitely watched the Bin Laden shit. There's photos of that. And, yeah, Jeremy Scahill's a very good journalist.
Blackwater.
That's Jeremy Scahill's fucking specialty. Yeah. I grew up on that, man. Democracy Now. Muay Thai says Marshall Villager, black gentleman confirmed. Please don't take offense, Marshall Villager. We have some savages in our chats. Just make fun of them. They'll leave you alone.
Fuck.
Propaganda. Kramer, you shut the fuck up. Kramer doesn't like me, so you gotta tell him.
Dude, you made him have PTSD. You know you did. You know damn well what you did.
Marshall Villager. Alright, he's asking Muay Thai a question. Talking to each other. Leslie calls us bitches.
Yay.
I'll throw this question out there. Muay Thai says, why don't you name the best president in the past 25 years for me? Yes, a big juicy 20-foot wall that's going to stop the taco holocaust in America. Jesus Christ.
Let's see. Trump.
Trash.
Obama.
Trash.
Bush. Clinton.
Trash.
Carter. Bush Sr.
Trash and trash.
Reagan. Nixon.
Trash.
Uh,
We're going past 25 years now.
my bad. I don't know the order. Here, do you know them? Do you know the exact order?
Trump. Obama.
Trash.
Bush.
Trash.
Clinton.
Yeah, trash.
Bush.
Trash.
Reagan.
Trash. No, you fucked up.
Carter.
I think you fucked up.
How?
I think Carter was after.
No, it's
Oh, no, 70s, my bad.
that's
Trash.
Nixon. Ford. Someone. They're all trash. Let's go that way.
All I know is these fucking wars kept happening.
Yeah.
So,
Leslie says vote for Black Bush. I would vote for Black Bush. For sure, I would.
I don't know, I think it was a little bit more of an openly savage.
Exactly.
I would. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
We need more microphones for that. I'd at least laugh, you know.
Can you imagine?
What are you cooking, bitch?
No, it's oil. Bitch, you cooking? Like there's always a fucking water pitcher for him to slap and run away from.
Run, yeah. Marshall Villager. Oh, he's talking to Muay Thai.
You know what you can do with aluminum tubes?
Yeah, I ain't talking to Muay Thai. Muay Thai says, nope, I said he's the best president America's had in a while. I'll let Marshall Villager wreck you. Unemployed Mario Yamasaki, ladies and gentlemen, has entered the building. What's up, Mario?
He just got done. He just got done roughing a fight. TKO. Some dude got his face pummeled.
Right now, he's waving his hand over Biden's campaign manager. It's over.
No, it's not
That's
this.
it.
It's like this is like a noodle. It's moving. It's like someone got TKO'd a minute later. Stops it.
Muay Thai, why don't you tell me why he's not, I guess, talking about Trump?
Talking to us?
We can answer it.
Oh, okay. Wow. Has he killed anybody?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
A lot.
A lot of people. Illegal wars?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's continuing illegal wars. In fact, he's ramping up illegal wars.
Yemen?
Yes.
Yemen what specifically?
Funding the Saudis.
Oh. Did he veto something recently?
Yeah, he vetoed the War Powers Act, which I believe gives the power back to Congress when it comes to initiating war. So he vetoed that because he wanted to stay in Yemen and keep funding the Saudi regime and their, what's that word? Genocide. Yeah, genocide.
I knew it was a tough one.
Yeah.
Venezuela.
Yeah.
Continuing what happened to fucking Hugo Chavez.
Yeah.
Sanctions.
That should be illegal.
Yeah.
Straight up. You're straight up saying you can't have your own money with help from, I believe, British banks.
Oh,
From our allies.
supporting Saudi Arabia, who actually lowered their oil price to affect Venezuela.
See, what they did was, I believe, on the instruction of the United States, the Saudi regime started pumping out so much oil that it lowered the prices.
Wasn't it convenient?
Yeah.
The timing of it all. Oh, we recognized Juan Guaido
Yes.
as the president of Venezuela, who was not elected,
Yeah.
and Maduro is a dictator.
Yes.
And it's time for regime change. So, you could say that Trump is basically following suit as far as the long history of presidents of the United States who call other elected like presidents of other countries or governments, whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? Dictators. And it's time to implement regime change. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Afghanistan?
Moab. They call that the mother of all bombs. He's just going to bomb the shit out of them. I believe he said on the campaign trail.
Iraq? People still in Iraq?
Oh, I'm sure we're there. I'm sure we're still there.
Great. Goldman Sachs.
His cabinet, for sure.
Oh,
Wait, real quick. I heard this one thing from Nico House that this dude Anomaly was debating him, and the dude Anomaly brought up the point, like, well, Trump stopped funding the Syrian rebels in Syria, and I believe Nico House, who I'm going to put some trust in here, he said, for only a little bit, and then and some fidangling started happening, and they could have been refunded in some roundabout way.
yeah.
I'm not an expert. That's just what I heard.
Supports.
Check out Nico House. He
supports
very
Israel. The Israeli government, not Israel. The Israeli government.
Some consider him the most Zionist president we've ever had.
So yeah, to say that he's the best president we had in the past whatever amount of years is, you're probably team playing. I'm gonna have none of that. You can do what you want, dude. I mean, to me, a murderer is a murderer, and he doesn't care about us. So,
all right, Brandon Williams. Did you guys talk about that bum Tim Pool yet? We do have one video on him. I think we have one ready to go. We're gonna wait and see if we can get that Trump and Hannity interview, and then sort of cut like a video with that. But we're still waiting on that. For now, reading comments.
Tim Pool is I think he's suspect. Something's up with that dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something's up with that guy, man.
I mean,
I think he's an opportunist.
I mean, he could be, but I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. No wonder Rogan likes him.
Time will tell.
No Rogan.
I don't know.
I said no Rogan. No wonder Rogan likes that guy. I don't know. Maybe.
Is it the end of the world? Depends on how you look at it. I don't know. Muay Thai says Mario wanted you to ref the Artem and Knight BKB fight, bare knuckle boxing fight.
Oh Christ, a bloodbath.
You'd have been like, overtime. Fight.
Whose right idea was it for those two to fight each other? Jesus Christ, man.
There we go. Propaganda. Ford was Nixon's VP and replacement. Yeah. I knew Ford was in there somewhere. Where did I get lost at? Marshall talking to Moy. Muay Thai wants to watch more gay porn. That's what he says there.
Hey, all for it.
He says that's my kind of thing.
You gotta have your thing.
Marshall Villager, do y'all train in any martial arts? Does philosophy count? If it's anything like The Matrix, then yes.
I know Kung Fu. Show me.
Whoa. I'm okay in boxing. Most people probably don't look at that as a martial art. They usually think...
No, that is a martial art.
I know it is, but usually people think like karate or jiu-jitsu or something.
No, martial art's like a component. Like you could say like a component in combat.
Yeah, I know. Muay Thai talking to Marshall. Propaganda, Jefferson, Lincoln, FDR, the only decent presidents, and that isn't saying much. Lincoln. Because you saw Dawson talking about that, right?
Yeah, Lincoln. It depends what you mean by decent. To me, decent is someone who has good intentions but is completely ignorant. That's decent.
Okay.
Those guys, fuck out of here.
Oh, really? I thought you were going to say that about Lincoln.
Lincoln?
I thought you were going to say that about Lincoln.
What? Say what about Lincoln?
That he was ignorant but had some sort of good intention behind it.
No. Now, Ryan Dawson...
Please explain.
Well, let's see. Instead of, like, probably going about his way to free the slaves. That wasn't what the Civil War was about. And I'm pretty sure Lincoln had some negative things to say about slaves back in the day. For some fucking reason, it's been, swept under the rug.
Something like they're innately different or something like that.
Something like that.
And they will never mix or something.
Something. Honest Abe, right?
At least he was honest.
I mean, the Civil War, it looked like the Civil War was mainly about, like, what's the word? Seceding? Is that it? Southern states seceding?
Yeah.
You didn't want that to happen? So Civil War? Hey, guys, if you fight, we'll promise you, if we win, you get your freedom.
Come on.
Think about that.
There it is. Here's your freedom. Come on.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta be quicker than that. Christ, man.
Muay Thai thinks he's the best president.
You should think that. At least aspire for it.
Marshall's
The
still...
idea.
Muay Thai, like, be focused, man. Marshall Villager is smoking you right now. I haven't even been reading them. I already know he's smoking you.
I have no idea what's being said.
See how sus he is? He wants to see my bald head. That's mad sus. That's super sus.
You need to make the distinction, my friend.
Brandon Williams. I want to see Tim Pool get dunked on. His channel is growing at a crazy rate with his cringe title.
Well, not only his titles, but his fucking thumbnails are fucking like, what are you fucking doing? That's why I believe, like, when the Venezuela shit was happening,
Yeah.
when the whole, we don't recognize Maduro as president, he's a dictator, it's because of socialism, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I took a good fucking hard look at this dude's thumbnails and his titles. I'm like, what the fuck?
Seems a little clickbaity. You know who he's reminding me
A
of?
little?
See, you know who he's reminding me of?
Oh.
H.A. Goodman. He's like on that type of track.
Mm.
Is he gonna go full on Trump 2020? Like, flavor of the week type shit.
You're gonna see that guy's like many others, his subscribers are gonna fucking skyrocket when that election's happening, or at least the primaries. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I think right now, his main thing is he's not completely transparent, but he's mainly like, hey, I'm a liberal.
Hmm.
I'm gonna play my part for now.
Hey, I voted Bernie. I did,
But I don't know.
but I don't know if I did. What do you consider voting?
Right now,
I don't
right?
know.
It's like
Did I?
he has to
Really?
play his fucking role of
Am I
being what's the word?
Neutral.
That's the word. Neutral.
Extremely neutral.
Yeah.
He's the grayest human, other than like Rogan, maybe. Even Rogan's not that neutral. He might be more like Rogan's voice. At least doesn't sound neutral.
I don't know, bro. Sometimes I feel like I'm watching like rice pudding talk.
Brandon Williams says, "Nice, howdy doody."
Howdy.
Except the I's a one.
Hey, fuck spelling.
Howdy doody. I just saw your comment in the video we just uploaded about Mr. Steven Crowder,
Oh god.
the best conservative on YouTube.
Fucking.
It's not imperialism. It's saving the world.
Nation building, he called it.
Yeah.
Like, go fuck yourself, man.
Anyways, Howdy Doody says bare knuckle fighting is dumb.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's dumb, but
I think it gets. I
I like boxing more. I like gloves, that type of boxing. But I could just honestly be conditioned. Like if I grew up with bare knuckle boxing as a thing, maybe I would have favored that.
maybe.
I'm used to like classic fights, watching fucking Tyson,
I know there's a culture with bare knuckle boxing, so it all depends, man. Yeah.
watching old clips of Ali. There's more of a nostalgic thing for me. Marshall Villager. Tucker Carlson did a video interviewing former Clinton advisor Mark Penn about Venezuela 2 months ago. They were in total agreement. Sometimes when you join teams, even like a guy like Tucker Carlson, right? He has like a little bit of wiggle room to step outside that box.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to like socialism, it's bad.
You think about Carlson. Like I don't really look at this guy heavily, but when I do, it seems like Fox or whoever the fuck's running the show there He's like, okay, man, you're going to be the guy that's going to have some sort of voice of reason here, so we can fall back on you.
Mm-hmm.
But when the time comes for you to fall in line just like everybody else, right? Socialism is bad. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
like, okay, that immediately excludes him from being like, one of those guys that's reliable.
I think it's him being a little bit more savvy than the rest of them, to where he's like, I still want to have a career after this, and people remember that I stood up for this, I stood up for that.
Yeah.
Pay me.
Defend billionaires.
I don't want to get lost
Carlson.
here.
Millionaire defending the billionaire.
Yeah. Howdy doody. It is basically just people asking for broken hands and cuts. Yeah. We didn't see many hand issues, but definitely the cuts and the bleeding.
I got some messed up shit. No.
Muay Thai. Guys, I teach Elvis Presley how to Ole karate. You made that up, you asshole.
Don't watch those videos. Those are pretty embarrassing.
Propaganda says, hit that Mother Davis like button. Now.
Better hope Mother Davis doesn't find out.
Or wait till the end of the video to where we tell you to hit thumbs down.
Dude, nuns are like secretly brolic. I'm telling you. Stories I've been told from the elders.
And that's Marshall talking to Howdy Doody. Propaganda. Decent about actions. The people force the policies. Okay.
What?
Talking about FDR, Lincoln, and there was one more.
Franklin Delano.
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Okay. Meaning their morality was relative to the times that they lived in, but the people made them move in a certain direction. That's possible.
FDR. This dude.
FDR, yes. Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Yeah, investigate him and his actions in World War II.
Corporate report.
And you fucking tell me if that guy's decent. I'm not like attacking anybody. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, check that out. That'll change. Like, it changed my fucking perspective of him. I saw that shit a while ago.
Howdy doody. I lightly watched the UFC.
How do you watch it?
Lightly watched.
Oh, lightly.
I lightly watched the UFC. I was a huge GSP fan back in the day.
I have to fight for more money and Dana, and I might be coming back.
I was in Captain America Civil War.
Got my ass kicked real fast, but Chris Evans,
But he had a shield.
He had the shield and then he kicked me. But we all know I could really submit him. No.
Alright. Propaganda. HA followed the money. So creepy watching that.
You watch
money,
something.
Either it's money or it's attention or
I don't know.
Part of me thought it was a revenge tactic. He's like, you dumb corporate Democrats are such assholes.
I don't buy it.
I'm gonna do everything I can to promote Trump to win.
I don't buy it. That's corruption.
Don't be surprised if he flips for Bernie, if he sees Bernie winning the primary. Just saying. HA actually gave us a shout out when we reviewed his debate with Richard Spencer.
Yeah?
He's still following us on Twitter, I think.
Cool.
Except his name changed to like HA
Trump
Goodman,
2020.
Trump 2020.
Yeah.
Buy an AK-47.
You told me something like he like neglects like what happens in Israel, right?
I think he's an Israel supporter for sure.
Ooh.
Somebody questioned him on that. Jamal Thomas questioned him on that, I believe.
Good.
Muay Thai. Did anyone see the headbutt champion tournament? Where all they can do is headbutt each other?
Yeah, I'm not for that.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's a real thing. Not at all. I think we've seen like medieval sword fights with like plastic swords. Didn't you show me that? It was like it almost looked like a horse like pen type thing.
Yeah. And guess who was commentating or hosting it?
Yeah.
Remember Christian?
WWE.
Yeah. Like, fuck it, pay me. Ex-MMA fighters were in there as well, man.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell are you guys doing?
Marshall Villager continuing to embarrass Muay Thai. All right. Howdy do, you talking to Brandon? Muay Thai says MAGA. Marshall Villager, can y'all do a video on... Yes. I will watch more of those and I'll pick one out
What?
that we can review. A video on street epistemology. Okay, he has a specific one. Specifically, yeah, that's the channel I was looking at.
All right. Yeah.
Anthony Magnaboscos, if I said that right. Street epistemology can be a valuable technique for the progressive movement. And then Marshall says, take care, guys. Peace out. Peace out, Marshall. Keep it strong.
All right.
All right. Hey, let me check if that Trump shit is up yet.
Next, we're going to be reacting to episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark? I'm just kidding.
I wish. Oh, here we go. I hope we don't get pulled for this.
Can you imagine we do the lift the veil thing where it's like, all right, guys, I'm going to go on Twitch now.
Okay, guys, forgive me if we get pulled for looking at this video.
Yeah.
But this is the Donald Trump, Sean Hannity interview. What?
It's Aaron's dad.
Oh, it is his dad. I knew he was related. 'Cause I'm like, look at those fucking eyes and eyebrows. Those dudes are related. So I knew of Gabor Mate before Aaron Mate. But I've heard Aaron Mate's name. Like, I used to. Like, every morning. Because after Democracy Now! Is over, Amy Goodman would read off all the names that help. And she has to, like, read them so fast before the show actually ends. So... She always said Aaron Mate. I was like, interesting. So now I know him for something else, his own independent thing.
Can you imagine this is some like wrestling shit where it's like they pre-record Trump on the phone?
What's up, 1994 forever? I'm not alive.
In 94. You probably didn't hear about it.
I'm talking about George W. Smith. Out in Oakland. He ran for city council. You probably never heard about him. I wrote the song a long time ago. I think that's the funniest episode ever.
Time ago, feel me.
I think that's the funniest episode ever.
Hit the table, might skip. I told you, stop hitting the table.
Propaganda. Show a video of him talking about drugs. We might do a separate video on that.
Chappelle talking about drugs? No fucking problem.
No, Gabor Mate.
Ah.
When I heard about him talking about addiction, I'm like, that fits right in line with what I think about the human willpower and shit like that.
I mean, like, right when we were just like casually talking about like Kurt Cobain or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, my stomach pain went away. All right, no more heroin.
Yeah.
It's like, eh.
And then something happened.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Have you guys seen all those videos about Trump mental decline? I have seen something about it. I didn't watch any. But I saw something about it.
I heard someone talking about his speech.
I'm so confident that he's going to get washed in the election. First, Bernie's going to wash the field, but I think Tulsi will make a good run as far as in second place. And then, well, she might get third or fourth, but she'll surprise people considering where the polls are now. And then Bernie's going to win the primary, and then he's going to wash Trump. Like, blow it. It's going to be ridiculous. Now these guys are talking to each other. Muay Thai says Ireland has the best air force in the world. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I don't really like. I'm gonna let you think about that.
Let's see if this is the real deal. I just saw
Yes,
a headline.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I saw a headline.
Get out,
there.
huh?
I saw a headline there that sounded interesting. It looked like it said, Trump, I want to see the DNC server. Is he bringing that back up for the campaign, or is he for real about it? I don't even think it would help him, honestly, but it would help a lot, actually. But There we go.
Right there.
Give him the setup time. Give him the setup.
Probably your second, though, I promise. You and Dan. All right, joining us now from the White House is, I assume the White House is the President of the United States. Mr. President, thank you for taking the time. We really appreciate you joining us.
Hi, Sean. Thank you.
All right, a lot of breaking news tonight, and you haven't really talked at length in an interview about a lot of issues. Let me start with this issue of the Ukraine. I don't know if you were following the top of the show or John Solomon's new report, or that both Catherine Herridge and Sarah Carter are reporting tonight. We now have text messages from Peter Strzok and Lisa Page, never before seen, discussing recruiting White House sources to spy on you. Take it in any order you'd like.
Well, I think it's incredible when you hear it. These are great reporters, all three, and when you have them on your trail, that's a problem. These are people that should be getting Pulitzers, not the ones that got the Pulitzers that got everything wrong. If you listen to them, they got everything wrong. Go back and read some of their early and mid articles. They didn't have a clue what was going on, and they win Pulitzer Prizes. These are the ones that should be winning. It sounds like big stuff. It sounds like very interesting with Ukraine. I just spoke to the new president a little while ago, 2 days ago, and congratulated him on an incredible race, incredible run, a big surprise victory. Got 75% of the vote. But that sounds like big stuff. I'm not surprised.
Mr. President, the Ukraine is offering this evidence to the United States. Would you like the United States, with all this talk about collusion, they're saying they colluded on behalf of Hillary Clinton's campaign in 2016. Does America need to see that information, especially in light of all that the attacks against you on collusion?
Well, I think we do, and frankly, we have a great new Attorney General who's done an unbelievable job in a very short period of time, and he's very smart and he's very tough, and I would certainly defer to him, but I would imagine he'd want to see this. People have been saying this whole, the concept of Ukraine, they've been talking about it actually for a long time, you know that, and I would certainly defer to the Attorney General, and we'll see what he says about it. He calls them straight. That's one thing I can tell you.
Mr. President, our own Catherine Herridge, investigative reporter Sarah Carter, big breaking news tonight. Senate Republican chairman submitted a letter Thursday to the Department of Justice, the Attorney General. We have new text from November of 2016 from Strzok and Page showing the pair had discussed attempts to recruit sources from within your White House to spy on your administration and reveal that they had one particular contact within the White House, the vice president's chief of staff, whose wife was working as an analyst for Strzok on the FBI investigation into Hillary's private server. Have you heard this report tonight, sir?
I just heard it a little while ago, and frankly, it's very disconcerting. If you look at what's been happening, they were the same two, the two lovers that decided to use the FBI server instead of their private, so they didn't get caught. These two were beauties. There's no doubt about it. They were going hog wild to find something about the administration, which obviously wasn't there. We have nothing to do with Russia, except that we've been tougher on Russia than any administration in 50 years. A lot tougher than Obama. But these were the...
All right, this is just sounding like campaigning type stuff.
Yeah.
And you have two, you could easily write this off to two rogue agents or whatever, people working for the government, and they could just blame those two, and those guys get in trouble or go to jail or whatever the fuck happens to them, and it stops there.
To me, it sounds like, well, you know, again, getting ready for the next election.
What's up, the natural progressive? You missed it, but there is DVR on our videos. You can rewind and check on us shitting on Joe Biden. And then click Devon's Journey to Recovery, the GoFundMe link down there. Donate. So far, okay, you would think, like me hearing this and then imagining what a Trump fan would think hearing this, it's like, oh, something's happening. Especially like the QAnon crowd or the Lock Hillary Up crowd. Like they want to hear shit like this. But other people's like, you're going to need more than that. And even if you do get that, I'm still probably going to vote Bernie. I haven't forgot what you did with Yemen. I'm not forgetting that. And then when people start exposing the Syria stuff, the stuff that he ran on that also helped get him elected, because everyone thought Hillary was going to start World War III in Syria. Everyone thought he was like, oh, he's going to get out and he's not going to cause this major problem. And I guess he's done better than Clinton would have, I think, in Syria. But at the same time, he's still imperialist American moves.
Still people.
So
that's all I need. That's all I fucking need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you murder people.
Hey, Linda. Linda's working. You should be editing books right now.
Ooh.
Right.
Watching YouTube videos while you're
know.
working. Ooh.
Watching
Man, fuck them, man. Watch videos whenever you want.
We got a romance novel here. Peter Stroke and Lisa Page. Is that her name? It's a romance novel.
What a name.
Of espionage. All right, let's let it continue.
That's why he's a corrupt politician. Peter Stroke. Like, this one's born to be bad.
And very suspect name.
Very.
So let's hear Trump continue to campaign more.
The two that talked about the insurance policy, just in case Hillary Clinton loses. If she loses, we've got an insurance policy. Well, that was the insurance policy. Now she lost, and now they're trying to infiltrate the administration to really, it's a coup, it's spying, it's everything that you could imagine. It's hard to believe in this country that we would have had that. I don't know if you remember
the Trump and or not Trump, the Clinton and Obama section of the Democratic Party
could have been bad.
Are not the leaders in this primary. Bernie Sanders is. He's not in that part, I guess. Whatever word part. He's considered the outsider. Just so you know. So I guess this will help if you run against Biden. Maybe he knows it's going to be a setup. Maybe he has the same theory Jimmy Dore has about the second round of debating in the primaries. That second round where superdelegates start basically fucking the American people over and picking against their best interests, or against their interests, period. All right, here we go.
long time ago, very early on, I used the word wiretap, and I put it in quotes, meaning surveillance, spying. You can sort of say whatever if you want, but that was a long time ago, and I've never seen anything like a blow-up like you've never seen. Now I understand why, because they thought 2 years ago when I said that, just on a little bit of a hunch and a little bit of wisdom maybe, it blew up because they thought maybe I was wise to them or they were caught. And that's why, because if they weren't doing anything wrong, it would have just gone by. Nobody would have cared about it. It was pretty insignificant, I thought, when I said it. And that's pretty amazing. So you see now they're trying to infiltrate the White House. This is long after the election. It's a disgrace. And again, hopefully the Attorney General will do what's right, and I really believe he will.
Mr. President, the Attorney General actually used the word spying on your campaign. We know of Stefan Halper and his contacts that he made with Papadopoulos and Carter Page and Sam Clovis. We know about the FISA warrant. As the Grassley-Graham memo said, the bulk of information in the application was the Clinton bought and paid for Russian, of all things, dossier, ignored by the Mueller report, which I'll ask you about in a second here. But those are two specific incidents of attempts to get into your campaign. Your reaction to all that?
Well, I think they made many attempts, and then you see the lying, and you see the leaking, and you see Comey lie to Congress, nothing happens. You see him leaking, nothing happens. And this is leaking classified information. This is leaking really big stuff.
He better get asked about Julian Assange and WikiLeaks.
Probably not.
Yeah, Hannity's a dick rider. See, he's wearing the white hat now because all the corporate media is against Trump. So Hannity looks like a better person because...
Remember I told you?
Yeah.
About Carlson?
Yeah, Carlson, Maddow, Keith Olbermann. These guys.
No.
No, I'm saying guys that look like heroes during the Iraq War.
Oh yeah.
Then when Obama came in office, they just lulled you to fucking sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Shh. Don't make a noise. Ben.
Then
Yeah. Like that. There's nothing, baby. Go back to sleep.
and his dad's like,
Go back to sleep.
"Fuck no, bad." Throws him off the cliff. But he'd be taller. This is on his 30th birthday, by the way.
Thought you'd be taller. All right, let's continue.
I remember the young sailor. In fact, I helped him out with his family because I thought he was so unfairly treated, as you know. But I remember he had confidential information, which is a much, much lower standard than classified. And they put him in jail for a long time. They took away his life. And then you look at what Hillary Clinton did with 33,000 emails and hundreds of, which is a much, as you know. But I remember he had confidential information, which is a much, much lower standard than classified. And they put him in jail for a long time. They took away his life. And then...
Like Assange? Maybe.
Who else? Manning?
Yeah.
But she got released. And she's basically back in prison. Basically.
Yeah.
Listen, we could fuck you over in an unfair trial.
And all she wanted was a public trial.
Yeah.
They wanted to keep it secret. Let's continue.
Come on.
Let's continue.
You look at what Hillary Clinton did with 33,000 emails and hundreds of thousands of text messages or emails going through the Wiener server or computer, hundreds of thousands of which many were classified. And nothing happens to her, and yet they put a young sailor on for doing something innocent, showing his mother and his friend what the desk looked like. The desk in a 40-year-old submarine. I think Russia and China would have had that picture many years ago. So it's really a double standard like you've never seen. Very, very unfair. But hopefully that will change. I think that will be changing.
Mr. President, closed-door testimony recently revealed, Strzok and Page, that they were laughing at the idea that the Hillary investigation was a real investigation, and that it went directly into Loretta Lynch's office, which now raises a whole new set of other questions. And they were confident about that. And it was Strzok that did the interview with Hillary, uncharacteristically, frankly unprecedented, allowed two other people in that interview while she was being interviewed in an investigation. Comey, of course, exonerated her, but he even acknowledged top secret classified information on that server. I did disagree with you at the time. You, after the election, were basically saying, let bygones be bygones, let's not go down this road. Do you regret saying that? And do you think now if we really are to get to the bottom and the truth, it has to also include Hillary Clinton, the email server, which would be an underlying crime and obstruction, which everyone in the media seems to care about, the intent behind the 33,000 subpoenaed emails deleted, BleachBit, hammers, SIM cards?
So, is basically what Linda said. Basically, we were going through all the news that we've gotten over the last 2 years. It's
Not all the news.
Not all of it, but they're just like reiterating the same shit.
Yeah.
And it's
like
rile up the base. We might get Clinton.
Like there's two.
Keep me in office. We might get Clinton.
There's two dudes. There's Johnny, then there's Bill, right?
Yeah.
Remember when Bill did this? I remember when Bill did that, yeah. Bill had this going on. But Johnny did plenty of shit. Huh?
I'm scrolling through to see if there's anything here of interest.
Like Johnny did a bunch of shit, but they're not going to talk about Johnny. They're going to talk about Bill. Fuck you.
I thought it'd be like 10 minutes.
That'd be 10 minutes, of course.
Let's give him a little bit longer, then we'll just say,
Look at this
screw
dude's
it.
face. Just screams, I do not care about regular people. I have my penthouse.
No, I don't
I'll be
regret
safe when
saying
the
it.
war
When I
happens.
won, they were all saying, lock her up, lock her up. And I said, no, let's get on with life. That was different. It was like right after the election, you want to get a new page and
No, you fucking
turn over a new leaf. And I said, let's get on with it. Let's, build up the economy, which, by the way, is
She
doing
goes down
record
the rest of
business.
them
I'm
do,
so
too.
proud of the economy. We're doing numbers that nobody's
My way, though.
ever believed. Probably the best economy we've ever had, best unemployment numbers we've ever had. It's been incredible. But I said, let's get on.
Oh. It's beautiful. It's a work of art. How are we back?
Let me check.
This keeps happening with fucking
Yeah.
YouTube.
We're back.
Doesn't happen with Twitch. YouTube, it's like, fuck you. Are you talking about our good president?
I remember when I first heard about the whole Twitch app.
Yeah.
I thought Drake. You're too old, probably. I thought Drake and Josh, the episode where Josh helps his dad out on the Weather Channel. He starts twitching on air. He starts sweating. They call him Twitchy. Mad fucked up. It's mad fucked up. He has like a nervous, like if he gets like nervous and shit, he starts twitching.
Yeah.
He does it on like national TV or something like that.
I thought you rage quit.
I don't do that. Oh, we don't do that.
I almost want to tap out on this fucking Trump shit. He's just campaigning.
Yeah. All right.
Using past shit to be like, this is what got me elected the first time, so
Yeah. I know.
Hillary's in trouble now.
Yeah.
If I get reelected, I swear this time.
I'll let Jimmy Dora.
He won't even talk about this shit.
He won't.
Unless he says something interesting. This is all just repeated shit.
What I meant was I'll let Jimmy Dora say anything here. If not, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye. I mean, he already shitted on Hannity, so the guy he's a little too nice sometimes. He's a little too nice. That's why I worry.
Cutting promos. Alright. What video should we do?
I think we should do that video where we read the comments real fast, then we can do another video.
I thought
I'd say the propaganda shit. That's the I want to see something funny.
something funny. I'm liking the black pilled video.
Yeah, the propaganda shit.
Oh, I thought you meant propaganda.
No.
The dildo being thrown at the Aussie
No. Oh, great.
Prime Minister for supporting TPP.
That is funny.
Alright. This is a video where we will pause it at any moment just to read comments. Don't give a shit about this video. No, I'm not bald.
Are you?
No. Only a little.
Really?
Yeah, like right here. You see that? In this area.
Did you go there? Did you go here in the first place there?
Who knows? I could have been born balding in these areas and not even know it.
I might just shave my head later. I don't know. We'll see.
Alright, so
It's getting warm.
time to go to the not so mainstream of videos. This is from Blackpilled by Devon Stack.
Oh, God. No, this is Blackpilled. I'm Devon Stack.
You want to see more videos?
If you want to see more videos of me, basically,
Like,
dog whistling.
I'm struggling for money.
Black and white.
Money.
Black and white dystopian future.
So this video's name is When Propaganda is Logos. Now you can see these guys starting to adopt the word logos.
Yeah.
Just like they adopted the words red-pilled or red pill.
Oh, it's like a slap in the face, whoever was trying to say something at that point. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you took my love and made it something monstrous.
So I believe in these guys, their context, logos actually means red pill, basically.
Yeah.
So let's see what he means by this.
Something that might surprise you is that while I focus a lot on this channel on the dangers of propaganda, I don't view propaganda as inherently bad. It's easy to have that view today when nearly all of propaganda produced is pure evil and aimed at destroying everything you love, but
Like homosexuality, or black men being the leading role in movies and being a good guy when they do it. Yeah, if it's like
He's too perfect.
if it's like Denzel in Training Day, it's
Yeah.
fine. But if it's like that dude in Bird Box,
Yeah. Yeah.
Portraying Trump voters as in a negative light, that's also evil propaganda.
Oh.
Gay pride parades. Good.
Diversity.
Diversity. If you project diversity as a strength, it's evil. If you show the reality of diversity, which is
Old
not good.
old rundown movie theaters.
Yes,
By some people's claims.
then it's good propaganda. So here, stay away from bad propaganda. Find the good propaganda. Here we go.
Just like anything else, it's a tool that can be
I'd like to
used
take it back.
properly or
back?
it can be abused. Tool aimed at
Look at that.
destroying everything you
I was singing the
love.
hooks
But
in.
just like anything else, it's a tool
Singing the hooks. Oh.
that can be used properly or it can be abused.
Pause it.
We often
It's a tool that can be used properly or be abused. No.
Whoa, wait.
No.
He has a rationale for this. There's a reason why propaganda can be good.
Now, do you want us to basically explain why he's completely wrong and then like just hang back and listen to what he says, and
Well,
or do you want it to?
let him tell us
Ah,
why we need propaganda, why it's needed.
talk about how at least 80% of the population is made up of NPCs just blindly reacting to stimuli, never thinking for themselves.
So there you go. You see, 80% of us are
non-playable characters,
NPCs with no thoughts of our own
not capable.
and will never be capable. Actually, let's let him say that.
Yeah.
They're told how to think, and their software is updated,
Software.
for lack of a better term, by the talking heads on TV and on the internet, and they go about their business regurgitating talking points and doing whatever they're told because, as I've covered in other videos, it's part of a survival strategy to get along with the group. Going against the grain is impossible for them because it literally endangers their ability to survive. They can't survive on their own, so they have to make sure they're in line with the group.
So he's saying there's the grain and then there's against the grain. And I guess that's where he falls in and considers himself as against the grain. Not just, some guy looking at society, looking where the popularity moves towards and then just doing the opposite of it and saying, see, I'm an individual. I'm different than the masses. That makes me an individual. He's not doing that at all. He's a self-made individual. He thinks for himself. He thinks critically.
I guarantee you,
You see that Pepsi commercial? He doesn't like it
it's a
because he's an individual.
yeah, it's a shallow idea of what a true individual truly is actually.
No. You see that Britney Spears music video? He doesn't like it because he's an individual. No. It's not that he doesn't like it because he's an individual. The fact that he doesn't like it makes him an individual. Do you see that? Do you see where that's going?
I see.
He didn't go to the World Series
Right.
because not going makes you an individual.
Right.
Against the grain.
The rebel.
Against. Yes.
It's like, huh?
Propaganda says. Propaganda.
Yeah, too bad it's not a good thing. Right.
His propaganda is propaganda.
This is never going to change. Which,
So it's never going to change either. It's just going to be that way forever. There's always going to be 80% of the population, roughly 80% of the population, that will always be NPCs and always will go with the group. Because I'm Devon Stack.
No, because I'm black-pilled. Yes.
Here we go.
which is exactly why propaganda is necessary. That's right, it's necessary.
It's necessary.
You need it.
Necessary.
Yeah.
You might be able to get the number of sentient people a little bit higher with education and cultural reforms, but the vast majority of people are always going to be NPCs. No matter what kind of society you have, the libertarian idea that we're all free-thinking individuals, kings of our own dominion, completely separate from the herd, applies only to a very small portion of the population.
And it will always be that way. That's why we need propaganda. It's just getting through to you people. We need it because 80% of us will always be dimwits.
Because?
He's Devon Stack.
No, it's because it's black pills.
Which is why, by the way, only a very small portion of the population are libertarians. And that portion is vastly outnumbered by the people who generally act as a group. They comply with the herd. So if you want to prevent these groups, these herds, from spinning out of control and going over the ledge and taking you with them, propaganda is one of the tools that has to be used.
Has to be used. You see, all right, seriously for a second, it's like, unless you're a real, true individual, you have to have that true individuality to actually recognize, like, oh, I can see how this person can be an individual. I can see the peaking of their individuality.
I would call it.
In some cases, it's so far away where it's like, I can't see it there. Where it's like,
I like to call
who's home? Anyone there?
I would like to call it the potential for an individual.
But you can see like glimpses of it.
That's what I'm saying. The potential.
Right? Yeah.
Everyone. It's there for everybody. Where some people are just so far gone that they can never not be one. But it's like, fuck. Is there anybody home? Are you like 35 feet buried deep? You know what I mean?
And that's the minority, I would say.
Yeah.
A very, very small amount of people are ones where it's like, where are you?
Yeah.
Well, who's this character I'm talking to? Propaganda. I want to see a dildo be used as propaganda against the TPP. You already told us that happened.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, propaganda means propagating ideas for someone instead of showing people how to think for themselves. Propaganda muddies the water and hides the good in the world. Yeah.
And the right has been modestly successful with propaganda in the last few years. Not because...
The right's good at it.
The right.
They're good at it.
Modestly successful.
At propaganda. And it's necessary.
They're talented manipulators. In fact, compared to leftist memes like big budget Hollywood films, it's amateur hour. But the reason right-wing memes, which are a form of propaganda, seem to be having such an impact on the culture is they're often telling the truth. They line up with reality. The left has been using their propaganda to push the NPCs as far away from reality as they possibly can.
Yep. Dark Knight, Inception, V for Vendetta, The Matrix. They're all leftist propaganda.
Why do you think she threw up her left hand?
It has nothing to do with individuality. It's leftist propaganda to keep you asleep.
Why do you think she threw up her left hand? It's for the left. She knows what's up.
I didn't like The Matrix, not because I'm an individual, but because not liking The Matrix makes you an individual. I'm against the grain.
You're making it a lot harder for me just to kind of wait. You know what I mean?
This is a guy who looks at like box office and then decides whether the movie's good or not.
Yeah.
He's like, made too much money. It must be bad. Because I'm against the grain. Fuck.
Centuries. And it's been insanely successful. But even NPCs have eyes and ears. And even if it doesn't seem like it most of the time, they do live on the same planet and in the same reality as you do. The more personal experience that they have in the real world, the more they will obtain a sense of truth. Even if it's hidden under, layers and layers of leftist talking points, it's still there.
Kind of fucked up a little bit. That kid's hair is a little bit too long. Pants are a little bit too wide at the bottom.
Looks like a 70s flick.
That's what I meant.
He's wearing like shoes.
Look at the pants, son.
Where are your Yeezys at? The freak. Buddy, I work with this. I work with is so far gone from watching Fox. His views change daily, but you can never change his mind. Only Fox. Hey, was that a documentary? Outfoxed.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a documentary from back in the day. Let's continue.
Back in the day.
And so the more they're going to respond, or at least maybe have the ability and the desire to respond to truth.
That's a fuck.
The left knows this, which is exactly why they're trying as desperately as they can to prevent NPCs from having contact with the real world. They want them drugged up, watching their propaganda, living vicariously through the characters on their screens or the sports players on their screens, and interacting with other NPCs in virtual worlds that they...
Are you describing yourself?
See, I love this movie. That was, only 10 people saw it, so it makes me an individual.
Did you hear what he just said?
About emulating characters and... Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, this is fiction, right?
And this guy's from... I think he used to work for InfoWars, if I'm not correct.
Really?
I think that's right. Ruben Garcia, who's talking right now. Right now, who's talking is Blackpilled.
Yeah, he's a silly man.
Devon Stack.
A very silly man.
Here we go.
They have created for the NPCs. They want to keep the slaves in their cells. And only opening the door if it's to retrieve a package of new virtual worlds left on their doorsteps by the Amazon Prime delivery man, who, by the way, because he's going out into the real world too, he must be replaced by robots so they can keep him in his cell, which will happen very soon, by the way. Now, that said, there are still a large number of NPCs that have plenty of exposure to real life. So propaganda that promotes truth is going to be more compatible. They're going to be more receptive to...
I knew booty shorts were really old. I knew it.
She's kind of thick. But I bet we're NPCs in Devon.
Not in that time, you can't.
I bet we're NPCs in Devon Stack's world.
Oh, but
you leftist NPCs. My God, they're trying to cover like at all grounds to make the world a worse place.
Yeah,
don't trust them.
Say,
don't trust the invaders.
Like, are you actively trying to make the world a worse place to fucking live in? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everyone says, "Oh, I figured who it was after looking at the logo." Yeah, nice stylized thing you got going on.
Yeah.
Made a lot of subscribers in a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
You must have had a head start somewhere.
Mm.
Somewhere in Austin, Texas.
Separate from the globalists. Second.
Let's continue.
To that than propaganda that promotes insanity. Positive, honest propaganda meant to guide them in the right direction.
See that shit again.
That promotes truth is going to be more compatible. They're going to be more receptive to that than propaganda that promotes insanity. Positive, honest propaganda meant to guide them in the right direction is going to resonate with them because, as E. Michael Jones might say, it's logos. So with this in mind, I'd like to take a look at a film that was produced for propaganda purposes, but not with the intent to subvert or to destroy the culture and the nation. Propaganda that doesn't attempt to disguise itself as something it's not, with a distracting storyline or half-naked women or explosions. Propaganda the left would dismiss as antiquated and hateful. Propaganda like the 1961 film Boys Beware.
See, this is where it's Okay.
This is good propaganda. Real quick. Propaganda says, please watch Gabor Mate, psychoanalyst on HRC and Trump. He does it on Russell Brand's show.
What's it called?
I want to save that for
Say it.
Gabor Mate, Gabor.
Gabor.
Mate. It's
Mate.
just spell mate.
Right.
And Russell Brand's shit. I might save that for the next live stream. I might save that for the live stream. For the next live stream.
Save that before I go to sleep tonight.
Or a separate video. Yeah, we could both watch it first and then have better insight.
Yeah, I'll be in this house in my room, and you'll be in wherever, not here. Yeah. We both know it. Got to follow the laws of the old, don't you see?
Ruben says, yeah, we're NPCs to him. Probably. Propaganda. I promise we will watch that clip.
This is why this guy will never talk to anybody like us,
Yeah.
I think it's intuitively it's oh no, I can't talk to these fuckers.
Yeah. We'll probably do it tomorrow, and then we'll cut it like it's a real video. The Gabor Mate. I am a fan. I remember him from years ago.
I don't remember. If I hear him talk, I'll probably oh.
Ruben says Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump equal Jeffrey Epstein. They are both. Well, I heard more of Bill Clinton and Hillary connected to Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
I heard about that years ago too.
Pedophile Island.
Yeah, somehow that didn't come up during Trump's run. No. It did in certain pockets, but propaganda. I want to see OG reactions. Come on, you know what, you Canadian, sticking up for fellow Canadian Canucks, as Dawson calls them. Watch one of Cy Terry's video. If you thought Freedom Tunes was bad enough. I don't know what that is. Send me a link for that, Ruben. Or I'll look it up after, or whatever. Either way. All right, let's watch some good propaganda.
See.
Boys Beware was one of the many propaganda films produced by director and close friend of John Wayne's, Sidney Davis.
John
Wayne bankrolled the first film made by Davis called Dangerous Stranger.
Yeah, just take a brief look at John Wayne. See who that guy was friends with, and as far as industries and what have you. He was a real good person.
I'm sure he beat women.
Fuck. Look at him.
I don't know. It just seems like he's that guy.
Look at that face. Look at his face. I'm sure he beat women.
Did you not call me the Duke, partner?
It's happy Thanksgiving, bro. But I'm not a pill. But it turns
you
out
are now.
You're
redskin now, aren't you?
It's a well-known secret probably that this dude, right? The fake tough guy, he probably got his ass kicked by plenty of women. Fuck, do you just hit me? Body slams this fucker. I guarantee this guy got his ass kicked.
Yeah. Let's see this. Fuck's good propaganda. How dare you? All right, let's let it roll.
Bankrolled the first film.
I may release this in parts.
Yeah.
Part 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, why not?
Devon Stacks. Annihilation. Right.
Annihilation.
There you go.
Devon Stack. Annihilation 3000.
Right. Let's give it some time to roll.
May 2nd.
I'll read these first. Ruben Garcia. I will. As for John Wayne, he was a draft dodger. You might have been right about that then.
Oh.
Fake tough guy thing.
He is a fake tough guy.
I bet I can make it in Hollywood. I can't do his voice.
I bet I can make it in Hollywood. My brother can do a better John Wayne impression.
I'll play Genghis Khan.
Yeah, Genghis Khan.
Propaganda. I want to see OG reactions to the Gabramate vid. Get 2 birds stoned at one time. I don't think that's how the saying goes. Let's continue.
2 birds die. They like that. Pew pew.
What did the left bird say to the right bird? Nothing. I killed them both.
No, nothing. They're dead.
All right, let's continue.
Wayne's Sidney Davis. John Wayne bankrolled the first film made by Davis called Dangerous Stranger, which was a propaganda film warning children, mostly young girls, of the dangers of being kidnapped by strangers. The film was shown in schools and by police departments all around the country and led to several other films such as VD, The Dropout, Girls Beware, and Keep Off the Grass. And before you laugh and snicker at these films, ask yourself if that attitude towards these films was programmed into you by bigger budget, more subversive and artful leftist propaganda produced in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Are they really dangerous scare tactic films? Or were they useful tools designed to guide society away from real life dangers? Were they logos?
Those videos are still around for little kids, I'm very sure.
Yeah.
It's just now they have different ethnicities in it, so it's leftist propaganda.
Yeah.
Look at the black homicide rate. There's no way that black kid's nice. Look at the homicide rate.
Do not watch the Gary Coleman video. You remember that shit?
It's like a public service announcement.
Him and his friend.
Oh yeah, that's in that documentary Open Secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good enough. You know why? Devon Stacks knows why.
Yeah, this is better propaganda.
It's in black and white.
It's from the 50s.
You can make the distinction between who is more likely to do good.
There you go.
Boys Beware opens up with an honest, straightforward disclosure that it was produced with the help of the Inglewood Police Department and School District. How many Hollywood films tell you who's behind their messaging?
They have a full list of credits at the end of every fucking movie.
Yeah.
They have all the production, company names, all the producers, all the directors.
You can
all the
also
writers,
find out who, like,
all the actors, the sound guys, the microphone guys, the assistants to the assistants,
and the companies.
And the companies.
So then you find out. Then you can easily find out. Who's in charge of this company, or who funded this movie. It's pretty easy.
Yeah. This guy thought Pleasantville was negative propaganda.
He thought it was anti-Christian, Satanist shit. That's what he thought.
I mean, you didn't even go to... Why not just start with Eyes Wide Shut? Why would you go right to Pleasantville? Whatever.
You know why? Because it's easy.
It's because it says the 1950s isn't the greatest thing ever.
No.
And he's upset.
Oh, my bad. I meant like, yeah.
Let's continue.
The film then begins with Lieutenant Williams of the Inglewood Police Department narrating and telling the audience that he's on his way to go speak at a high school. We immediately see how much the trust in society has been eroded when he passes.
We should have like a Saturday night special if there's no fights on, where we play this, that we play the actual movie.
Maybe.
It begins by Lieutenant whatever say Lieutenant who?
Williams.
Lieutenant Williams. Then we pause this, go to the actual movie. Hello everyone. I'm Lieutenant Williams.
I like movies like this. That makes me against the grain.
Fuck out of here.
That means I'm an individual.
God, he's a guy that's this is the guy that's against some form of abstract art of someone expressing themselves.
Yeah.
It's go fuck yourself, man.
Yeah, the two...
I can go into depth why, but... You know what I mean.
The two transgender directors that wrote The Matrix.
Yeah, right.
All those quotes and whatever shit you steal from that movie.
Alright, let's go.
by young boys hitchhiking at the side of the road, something that has become way too dangerous to do in today's society. Dangers that...
Well, they're not telling you they're trying to go away from their parents who were beating them.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Were only just beginning to rear their ugly head in 1961 when this film was made. Lieutenant Williams begins to tell the tale of Jimmy Barnes, a boy who decided to hitch a ride home. He's picked up by a man who seems nice enough, but as we'll learn, this man is grooming him. The film accurately depicts the tactics of a predator. He's identified Jimmy as someone who's enough of a loner and in need of companionship that he's easily manipulated into spending time with the predator. As the predator, all the while lavishing Jimmy with gifts and praise, slowly introduces and escalates sexual behavior. First it's jokes.
They stopped at a drive-in and the stranger treated him to a Coke. During their conversation, he told several off-color jokes, but Jimmy had heard others before, and, well, it made him feel big to so easily win the confidence of an older person.
Then he shows Jimmy some pornography.
Then during lunch, Ralph showed him some pornographic pictures. Jimmy knew he shouldn't be interested, but, well, he was curious. What Jimmy didn't know was that Ralph was sick, a sickness that was not visible like smallpox, but no less dangerous and contagious, a sickness of the mind.
Wait.
You see, Ralph was a homosexual, a person who demands an intimate relationship with members of their own sex.
And then the bombs dropped.
Yes, a sick individual.
Not like he's like a pedophile or anything like that.
No,
right?
no, just
a homosexual.
Yes, and it's contagious.
Was it Growing Pains? Oh, that's what he was in. Gary Coleman.
I don't fucking remember. Fuck that shit.
I didn't watch it.
Propaganda. That kid is gone forever. Yeah, instruction videos are not propaganda. Unless the videos suggest you believe something that isn't true or will harm or manipulate others. This is might be moving in that direction.
Yeah, dude.
Know.
It's different strokes.
Propaganda made me smoke weed and watch YellBRo made me smoke weed and watch UFC.
I didn't make you do shit, son.
That is shit-ass propaganda. So Canadian. Something Canadians do.
Shit ass?
They say weird shit like that. Like, shit, fuck.
I've heard that before.
I don't know. It was Woody Harrelson in Zombieland.
Blame Chris Jericho.
Ruben Garcia. Don't these people realize Hollywood it was always owned by the same people, even when it was still anti-PC and manly?
Manly.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know exactly.
What I'm thinking is they're gonna capitalize on whatever, and they're gonna fucking, alright? Whatever's fucking cool, they'll fucking get it, find it, sell it back to you, make a profit.
Giant corporations will constantly do that, and you'll have few legitimate artists sneaking through.
You guys remember James Dean?
Yeah.
Take a look at that.
Yeah.
I'm tough, but you know, underneath this cool, tough exterior is a sensitive guy. And he does the light skin poses. Like, guys, come on.
Propaganda. Batman is propaganda for little boys that piss the bed. The only thing they learn is that beating up the mentally ill is okay.
Aww.
Batman is bat shit. You guys forced me to watch that shit. Why force you to do anything?
Oh.
It was a choice.
Mm.
It was your soul.
They even talk about choice in that trilogy as well.
It was your soul begging you to watch Chris Nolan's version of Batman.
He's like, I'm not wrong. Goes across the room. There's a fucking DVD set that someone got from him. I damn it. Blu-ray.
The door closing on a DVD player. Yeah. It's been years since I heard one of those.
You want to hear one right now?
Sorry.
No, you're like the door like flap like.
They're like VCRs now.
Yeah.
All right.
It's crazy.
Let's continue. UFC made life worse. How dare you? Let's watch more. We shall watch more propaganda.
Hold on. This is totally me. This is me biased, but tapes are better. Videotapes.
There's a nostalgic feel and a more of a hands-on thing with it.
Like,
but it does suck trying to find one particular spot.
oh yeah.
Like, go back to that scene. It's like, no, you gotta go forward 30 seconds.
That's why when someone invented the
back 10 seconds.
the AB on the remote,
Yeah.
where you could just loop shit.
All right, let's hear Devon Stack's analysis here of the good propaganda.
My parents regretted giving us our own personal VCR.
What?
VCR.
Yeah.
Here, you guys. Here's one for your room.
Oh, because they're probably going out.
Yeah.
All right, here we
What's
go.
this button? Repeat? Loop? All right, yeah, go.
Here we go. Here's Devon Stack's analysis of the positive and good and righteous propaganda that gay people are mentally ill and contagious.
Homosexual.
And there it is. That's the reason that you are programmed
That's where I'm gonna
to
touch.
hate these films. And I'm not talking about how in 1961, apparently, going out and shooting rifles was as normal as playing mini golf.
After this building.
I'm talking about how homosexuality was viewed as a mental illness. Also, the narrator calls the illness contagious. Here is where people watching this are going to start screaming that the film is promoting hate and ignorance, and you can't catch being gay.
But I'm going to defend it.
But that's not what the film's saying. Get ready for an extremely unpopular opinion that I share with the filmmakers that I developed using real-world experience
Yeah, okay.
instead of
fine.
some study.
Okay.
Because unlike NPCs,
Fuck outta
I
here.
trust my eyes and ears.
That doesn't make you correct.
No, it doesn't.
Trust me,
Real
yeah.
world experience. Yet someone told me.
I go against the grain. I use my eyes and ears. It's like, what? What? You're talking about individuality and you use such a poor description. What the freak?
Some filmmakers would fucking slap the shit out of this dude. How dare you?
Over some faceless scientist with an agenda who puts a PDF on the internet. The film is saying that homosexuality is directly connected to abuse. Not meaning, by the way, that all...
That sounds like contagious to me. Like it's something that can be passed on from another person. Right? A gay, pedophile, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're passing their homosexuality on to a fucking kid. That sounds like contagious to me. So to say that the film's not saying it, like the film's not saying that. It's saying it's contagious.
Then what?
The film's not saying it's contagious.
Yeah.
It's saying it's contagious. There's a difference. I'm Devon Stack.
It's like, dude, don't talk to anybody legitimate,
Yeah.
Fucking stay away if you want to fucking, like, live. And I mean, what I mean by live is, like, actually have, like, some sort of following.
Yeah. All right, let's...
All these guys need to fucking stay away and they're under a rock somewhere.
Yeah, they need to go stick to their bunkers and shit. Clutch your rifles and canned beans.
Hold on. Check that out.
God damn it. All right. Let's watch more. Keep reading, Mom. You guys hear about Code Pink taking over that embassy? Really? Medea Benjamin. Oh boy, here he comes.
Don't skip.
Ha ha.
Repress it.
You can't catch being gay. Propaganda repressing gay men can lead them to be predators, but they have a choice to search for a consenting adult. Agreed.
I wouldn't say repressing it can lead them to be predators. I wouldn't say
I think childhood like a grown man with a child, that will lead more likely not to homosexuality but to further pedophilia. I think there's a crack in the ego that happens at childhood to where they're trying to fill that void, and they may turn to the thing like, oh, this is what happened in my. I don't know. I'm gonna go with what happened in my childhood. I'm gonna relive that or something, or try to fix it by reliving it in some psychological,
There's
subconscious
a
manner.
There's a lot of examples.
I think there's something with trauma that can cause people to do weird shit. And being gay is not one of those weird things.
No.
Matt Hunter, the hell you can't. Gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men bear the greatest burden by risk group representing an estimated 26,000 of new HIV diagnoses. What was that in reference to? Oh, like contagious? What was that in reference to? You probably said something, didn't even remember. Oh, the Venezuelan embassy. I'll check that out. I fuck with Code Pink. They're the ones that are always at like random hearings and they get up and start yelling and they get some security guy grabs them by the arms and takes them out.
Don't tase me, bro.
He wasn't in that.
Don't give a fuck. Don't tase me. It's like, are you like, I'm not trying to make fun of the guy. It's just like, what's the word? Don't encourage him. It's like, oh, that's right. I do have a taser. That's right. Forgot about this thing.
Yeah, I don't mean a pedo as in predator. No, I didn't think you meant that. I mean more as in rape. The repressed sexuality can fuck a person's mind up.
I'll say the easily conditioned ignorant person.
Yeah, someone without a clear answer or without searching for an answer. When they're just like, this is happening to me rather than this is me.
Yeah.
Washington Venezuelan embassy. Okay.
Don't use your nightstick. The one in your back pocket. Don't use it, bro. Yeah, I know.
All right, let's continue with this good, positive propaganda.
All homosexuals are abusers, okay? Meaning that often is directly connected to abuse. Not meaning, by the way, that all homosexuals are abusers, okay? Meaning that often childhood abuse leads to adult homosexuality. Now, as someone that's worked in an industry with a high concentration of gay people, it's been my experience, my real life, real world experience, that this is unbelievably true. Okay? With only one exception, one. Every single gay person I have ever known, professionally or otherwise, was not only abused, but they told me about it.
Just tune back in. What's going on? Well, Leslie, we're watching Devon Stack from Black Pilled, and he's showing us what good propaganda is. You see, there's good propaganda and there's bad propaganda. The good one goes against the grain. And it's better. It's the betterment of your culture because Devon Stack says so. I'm an asshole. All right, let's continue.
Okay? Even the ones I didn't even really know very well, it still managed to somehow come up in conversation, which tells me this was a major event in their lives.
Those are savages.
I mean, there was a guy I worked with for like an afternoon, and he told me that he was molested by his uncle in like the 4 hours that I interacted with this guy.
Great fucking detective skills, dude.
Did he say the 100 people part?
Yeah, I think so. I've heard him say it in the video anyway.
So he knows over 100 gay people, and he got them all to tell him about their whatever sexual abuse experience.
Yeah.
Somehow.
And that eventually led them down the road of homosexuality.
The best speaker on the planet.
It's like, Listen, Devon. This is how it happened.
Let's get Devon Stack to talk to George Bush. He'll figure out who did 9/11. Apparently, just people just spill their secrets to him.
Yeah.
Propaganda. I think this guy should leave the subject up to scientists. It could be genetic.
Oh. No.
Well, if someone wants to take it, well, first of all, it should be the individual doing it to themselves. But if I were going to go experts, I'd add scientists in there, and I'd also add philosophers.
Not the soul.
I add metaphysics. Well, it could be
No, I meant not
someone biologically conditioned.
That's what I meant, dude. Not the soul, like one who's investigating. It's like a collective of people from you, and you. From the whole spectrum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I would love to see. I would love to see it.
Mounder says genetic. The only gay genes are the ones for sale down at Urban Outfitter. Not bad. You could do better though, man.
Mm-hmm.
We had a little word battle in our comment section. Like,
We hosted one.
Nah, he left a comment. I left a sarcastic asshole comment.
Uh-huh.
He replied with a sarcastic asshole comment.
Mm-hmm.
And it went on for a couple of comments.
Mm-hmm.
Matt's game. I like it.
Mm.
Good stuff.
As long as you, as long as it's fair play.
Yeah.
That's all I request.
Propaganda. What if your genetics affected hormones? Because how do you explain hermaphrodites? Yeah, but does that dictate gay and straight, right? I'm sure there's like some yoked manly man gay dudes. And there's also gay dudes. And also straight versions of those. Same thing with females. Right? China was straight, but she was like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, what's her name? Cyborg.
Cyborg?
Her fucking husband was named Cyborg. Cyborg Santos.
The name's mine now.
It's mine now.
Okay, fine.
You will quit the UFC. You will get kneed in the face.
Christ.
And half your skull.
Was
will
he ever in
cave
the
in.
UFC? He was in Strike Force.
No, he was in UFC, wasn't he?
I don't fucking know. I'm pretty sure he's in Strike Force.
Maybe. I know they're in the same organization at the same time.
Andy Dick.
Andy Dick?
Andy Dick, don't forget. Oh, and one last one.
Tina Fey.
Really?
Nah, I just threw a name out there.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Fuck it.
Why not?
Who's watching anyways?
Alright.
All right.
Tina Fey's watching.
I apologize, Tina Fey.
I know. Get him.
All right, let's continue.
Single one of them, except one, who, by the way, I don't even really think counts as an exception, because he told me that when he was a toddler, his mother used to dress him up as a little girl and tell all her friends that he was her daughter. So I don't really think that qualifies as the exception, but he never told me that he was abused, explicitly. So I'll give it the one exception. Now, I'm sure the comment section is going to be filled with people telling me about, study X and study Y says that this or that, or that, they're gay and they were.
See, the thing is with this, I don't need any studies.
Yeah.
Like, see how, if someone brings studies to him and statistics, they can just easily go back and forth. But when the argument gets at, it's the existential metaphysical point where it's like all that's going to fall.
It's like, oh, Devon, you haven't done the work, have you?
No.
You see, you could be gay and not even know it. You could have been forcing yourself to be straight, to follow whatever 1950s movies you watched as a kid with your granddad.
Can you imagine?
That's
it's
what man's been. I
for the
want to be
first
like
time,
grandpa.
The question's asked, do I know anything? What don't I know?
It's like,
Then he asks himself, later down the road, am I really gay? And he thinks about it for a little while.
yeah.
And he finds out, no, I'm not.
Yeah. I was like, Devon, you're not even straight. Have you earned your own sexuality yet?
Have you earned
or
your
are you
stripes?
copying daddy?
Have you earned your stripes? Yeah.
Are you just copying dad?
Yeah.
So do you have a fetish for your mom?
Can you imagine it? It's like a.
Like
It's
Freud might point that out.
It's a pretend like white belt for being straight. Have you actually like a fake Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner? Are you even a black belt? What's going on here?
I had a tournament. It's in the woods. Eddie Bravo story.
What? Oh yeah, that shit was that dude killed me. That dude killed someone, man. I have to go compete in this tournament in the woods. Leaves with like a fucking like gym bag. Comes back like a day or 3 days later with a fucking trophy or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell? I won.
Propaganda says we were all female first and then change into a gender. I guess I was Jordan.
Well, yeah.
Matt's talking to propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
When it develops into a human life. Yeah.
Well, I'm me, so I mean.
Yeah,
that's all I can tell you.
Call me Jordan.
And because I have, certain features, they say I'm male. I don't really give a fuck, so.
All right.
I like what I like.
I think there's more positive, healthy propaganda beyond just the gay disease.
Gay disease?
Weren't molested or whatever. It doesn't fucking matter, okay? Without exception. And this includes Milo now that I'm thinking about it. Without exception.
Don't talk to Milo either.
Every single gay person I have ever worked with or interacted with, and we're talking probably about a sample size of at least 100, okay? Every single one of them were either molested or lied and told me that they were molested. And again, that doesn't mean that all gay people are abusers, by the way. That means a sample size of at least 100.
Right there.
Okay? Every single one of them were either molested or lied and told me that they were molested. And again, that doesn't mean that all gay people are abusers, by the way. That means most gay people, or all that I'm aware of that I've interacted with personally, were victims.
Jesus
Michael
Christ.
Keaton? Like a little bit? Michael Keaton?
I can see why you said it. Not really. Think of it like...
It's the expression, isn't it?
You're thinking that thing he does where he's like this. And the eyebrows?
Yeah.
That's why you're...
Like the
yeah.
like crooked a little bit.
Oh, now I notice it. It's like... I don't know. Michael Keaton's This dude's like... What's his name?
It was like the...
That's not important. Fuck it.
Right. The redhead doctor in Scrubs, that TV show.
Yeah. Guy no one really likes. Fuck him, man.
All right, let's continue.
That's completely different. And the fact that my personal experience lines up exactly with what was considered common knowledge before our culture was completely hijacked by the people that clearly have an agenda and are promoting shit like this and is now going after our children tells me really all I need to know. So
do all these guys have like stock photos of that one kid?
I know.
There's a file like, you guys worried about like getting called like kiddie porn and shit?
Yeah,
like,
no.
You have so many pictures of this one kid. Freak. It's a rainbow. It's scary. That's evil propaganda.
Like, who cares,
Fuck your studies. Okay? So back to the film.
Only when your studies.
Billy, having been groomed by this older man, gets molested. By the way, this plays out exactly like the scenarios in the documentary An Open Secret. Older gay men grooming young boys with gifts and promises of fame and then sexually assaulting them. And surprise, surprise, by the way, many of those boys end up turning out to be gay as adults. So do you think that was...
Like the two Michael Jackson kids.
Like, what's his name? Corey
Feldman.
Two of them, right?
Corey... his friend.
Yeah.
Corey something.
He's dead.
Yeah.
That one.
I forgot his last name. Yeah.
Me too. Fuck.
Macaulay Culkin.
Lost Boys? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Corey Haim?
Maybe.
Corey Haim or Haim?
Haim, I think. Don't remember. Point is, it's all allegedly. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't like this theory at all.
No, me either.
That Devon pilled stack black gone with. All right, here we go.
Is a coincidence that these rich older gay men just happened to pick, like, just magically their gaydar was that good? They picked these young boys that were born gay and then abused them?
These kind of dudes need that side to exist. Like, if, like, you know, someone like Lady Gaga, I was born this way. Now, if it's like, you find out, oh, Lady Gaga is actually a brand, not really an artist, but a brand, and markets herself towards a specific crowd or a team. You know what I'm saying? With a specific message rather than some sort of metaphysical, I was born this way, meaning born again. See how I can take this? Like if someone says, I've died 3 times, what the fuck do you think that means? I'm alive now. I'm alive. No.
Yeah.
No, fuck it, right? Fuck all that. Fuck all of it, right?
Yeah.
He needs that side to exist. Look, I was born this way, okay? No, you weren't.
I'm against the grain. You're so pop.
It's like,
I'm so punk. Oh my god, too much science for me, propaganda. Too much.
what?
Explaining,
What?
explaining, like, conception and shit.
Conception. What do you mean?
Or, like, you know, the earliest parts of a, whatever, baby organism thing.
Well, I think that there's a lot of, like, psychological things that come into play.
Yeah. I won't mind looking
But
into it, but...
I always say, right, you can't discount the individual. And with the individual comes individual experiences, even if you are conditioned, you know.
Yeah.
So, all I can tell you, for you.
All right, here we go. Last 4 minutes. The fall.
Joy.
You think that's what happened? You don't think that that the abuse itself had an
Wasn't even
effect? oh, right, because you
Anderson
probably have a
like,
study, right?
Close his hands or move
This
his
film
fingers
wasn't
around his-
hate speech or some kind of disinformation campaign aimed at demonizing gays. And again, it wasn't saying that all gays were abusers. This film is considered hateful simply by warning boys that some abusers are gay. And it's not just girls who are victims. This is an extremely important message, and this propaganda is severely lacking today. So Billy eventually tells his parents, and they go to the police department, and the man is arrested.
Billy waited till they got to the hotel room, then he's like, okay, now I'll tell my parents. I don't know, Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
But I also found interesting that Billy is given probation. And that's likely because sodomy was illegal in 1961, and they still enforced these laws that were meant to prevent society from degenerating into this.
Sodomy was it?
What is that?
I guess he means gay sex is illegal. It's like, what?
You can't do this. The government's telling you what you can and can't do.
And the only reason that happened...
With your body, that is.
The only reason they did it is...
As long as you're not harming anybody.
The only reason they did that was to prevent this.
See, I'd love... Whenever these fuckers show these pictures, I'd love to show me where they got them and what event it was.
What's your example you use when you're like... You say it's like a pipe, like a water pipe, and it just gets backed up and backed up.
Okay. So you see... Eventually, right, within a pipeline, if there's a water flow, and over time, right, there could be rust or some kind of foreign substance that, commonly gets through the pipeline, the water stream, whatever have you. Over time, there's buildup, and eventually, and this is happening today, as it happened back a long time ago, right? Or it's build up, there's overflow. No, my bad. It's all backed up, then there's an overflow, like, and then it settles again. And it's gonna happen every now and then. And what that's supposed to represent, right? You like society conditioning, and people just had a fucking enough of it, and you see a fucking overflow, right?
James.
So compare the 1950s society, repressed ideas, feelings. This is the way it should be. This is the way it works. Uniform, everything looks the same, etc. 60s happened, early 70s. And you still have some of that shit in the 80s. 90s is a little, And then, hold on. Then you got 2000s. And then now, what you see with the whole PC thing and the whole, all that social justice warrior shit. So that, you know what that is? It's another example of...
Yeah, I even think it happened in like microcosms.
Oh, no,
like
no,
within,
sure.
Within
I
the
mean,
subcultures that are created.
Oh, sure.
Like you look at like hair bands and then Nirvana.
Well, yeah, what I meant was like distinctive things where it was just like that's another thing, like music. You could look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Like
these fucking guys don't even think about the shit like that. They say nope. 80% of the planet, they're NPCs. They're never gonna change. They just are. They're just gonna follow the group, and they have no individuality.
Music is a great example of something like this.
Yeah.
You know, Jay-Z, ignorant shit. They can't look at themselves. What was it? They can't look at themselves.
They're all backwards.
No, looking at themselves.
They're all actors looking at themselves in the mirror backwards.
Yeah.
Can't even face
Can't
themselves.
even face themselves. I was like stretching it, like when you laugh. I was like.
All right.
It's like,
Oh wait, I'll read this.
It's really good.
Propaganda. Let's watch the dildo or mate video.
Oh my god, man!
What is it with you and dildos? How dare you?
If it's better than the whole like throwing a shoe at George Bush thing, that was funny.
Sodomy or buggery is generally... Buggery sounds like what British people say.
Buggery?
Yeah, buggery.
Who said that?
Propaganda. Is generally anal or oral sex between people or sexual activity between a person and a non-human animal, but it may also mean any non-procreative sexual activity. Originally the term sodomy, which is derived from the story of Sodom and Gomorrah in the book of Genesis, was commonly restricted to anal sex.
Well,
this guy is a Bible thumper, I think. Oh, he's like a off-brand. He's against the grain Christian.
Against the grain.
He's against the grain Christian. So
he's a Christian.
Reads the same book, but just says it's different.
All right.
There we go.
But now we have freedom, right, guys? And freedom's great.
So loud out of nowhere.
The next scenario in the film warns about another danger boys face, but not from being groomed. In this scenario, the sexual predator...
Look how trash these kids were at basketball back then. Just trash.
...identifies the loner, and it begins kind of in the same way it
like
did
Shane
with the one that was doing the grooming, but
Nats.
instead of taking the boy home, he's never seen again after getting in the man's car. The trust in the nation was just beginning to crumble in 1961, so while it might seem strange to see all these boys just getting into cars with strange men, that was kind of the country America was in 1961. People trusted each other. They were all part of the same community, the same family.
No.
Which, of course, will never be true again. We see this same aspect of a culture long gone.
Play it back.
Reiterated when people trust in the home, he's never seen again after getting in the man's car. The trust in the nation was just beginning to crumble in 1961, so while it might seem strange to see all these boys just getting into cars with strange men, that was kind of the country America was in 1961. People trusted each other. They were all part of the same community.
Same community, same family. What? Sounds like to me like a fucking nice veil of ignorance.
Yeah.
Like, we're the same. We're the family. Really? Watch this. Someone gets shot. Turn off the lights, though. Who did it?
These are my
I get a bunch of
days.
people in a fucking room.
Yeah.
I turn it like from this era. I guarantee you, just like any other period in time where a majority of people are fucking ignorant. Say I get 30 people in a room. I turn off the lights. Fire a gun. Right? Someone's dead on the ground. Alright?
Mm.
You're like, what the fuck? 5 minutes later, I do it again. Start freaking out. What do you fucking think they're gonna do?
Panic. Panic a lot.
Yeah.
Are they trapped in the room?
They're trapped.
They're gonna panic like no other, and they start being conditioned by the lights going off, and like, oh fuck, am I next?
My point is, this fucking stupid, silly idea. America was, they were family.
Yeah, I know.
They trusted each other. But things started changing around this time. It's like, what are you fucking painting?
More like heads in the sand.
Unreal.
If I had to guess, I didn't live back then, so these guys seem to want to live.
Listen,
the Black Pill, the
I
Vincent
think
James.
it's like you're purposely, looking past all these things about, like, if you really look into this shit, as far as, like, looking down on, like, I would say plenty of forms of self-expression.
Yeah.
Plenty of it.
Passed down from the higher ups. It wasn't like some natural thing. It was passed down from some suit above them. This will keep them This will keep them obedient.
Yeah.
Don't step outside the box. Stay in the box.
Why do you think rebels appear every now and then whenever this shit happens?
Yeah. Why was, like you said before, why was James Dean a fucking icon? Like, rebel without a cause. Chicken races in the car.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, fast cars. That shit is still in style now. From that movie way back then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot of psychological things that come into play as
like,
well
whoa,
as, right?
Different expression. Whoa. And you can see
metaphysical ideas as well.
Yeah, you can see the depth of it. Like, oh, being rebellious.
So is it really, America was a family. They trusted each other.
Yeah.
It's like, was it that, or is it a bunch of fucking ignorance? When we were kids, we just let people just run around outside.
Yeah. Yeah, Devon Stack.
It's like, what?
If you made this video you're making right now,
Mm-hmm.
back then, they'd probably consider locking you up. He said, "Fuck, we gotta censor this." Just being honest,
real quick.
Some color.
Oh.
Propaganda is better than the George Bush shoe throw. That shit was awesome.
It was funny.
He was laughing. Bush, the first shoe went by, he's like, and the second one went by, he's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, no.
That must have been scary as fuck for him.
It must have been.
If you see something coming at first you don't realize it's a shoe.
Yeah.
So he's probably like, oh no, this is it. That movie's gonna be played for me in slow motion.
Slow motion.
Propaganda. Turn your mic up, Jordan. I thought it was.
Ooh.
My mic is good.
You're in trouble.
Can you dig it?
Sucker.
No. Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Can you dig it? Luke Cage, you remember?
Yeah, you showed
That
me.
shit's fucking hilarious.
Carl.
Propaganda says both of you.
Kid. Ah!
Our mics are good, I think. Turn your volume up, huh?
Watch the like phone or tablet or laptops like fucking 50 feet away. Turn your shit up.
Kramer wants to know you boys laugh tonight. Let's watch the Aussie Dill video. No. Dildo being thrown at someone? I get it's in protest.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe. Matt Hunter, as a civilization progresses, degeneracy increases. Progress always leads to decay.
No. No.
And how is it progress?
Yeah, like what's your what is your meaning of the word progress, Or do you mean the perception of progress? See, they're all in line now.
I get where you're going. I just disagree with you.
We got them wearing the same hats, the same uniform, the same music. Give them the little icons that we're going to endorse.
Yeah.
You know?
There will always be, quote unquote, bad ideas, but they're supposed to be relegated to the dustbin of everyone's psyche.
By choice.
By choice. Well, it's the only way they get there.
Perception, Jordan.
Manny says donate to Devon. Fucking right. Manny. Right. Oh, what happened, Manny? Did you unfollow me on Twitter? Unfollow us on Twitter. We can't DM unless we're following each other. How dare you? Propaganda. Sometimes you guys talk away from the mic.
Oh, my bad. I mean, I didn't mean to. I just sometimes commonly just decide to talk away from the mic at times. I can't believe it.
Maybe propaganda. Maybe we'll close it out on the dildo being thrown at someone. So short, like a pen is.
Aw.
The pencil that was tree will one day be ashes. Yeah, that's biology.
What?
That's physicality. That's material.
Who said that?
Degeneracy means that's more of like an attitude type thing, or a behavior type thing.
There's a pencil there, if I'm not.
Manny says, I just finished giving a speech at the International Take Back the Night event. It's rough. Rough crowd? I did not unfollow on Twitter. My thing says you did. Unless
it was elbow that touched the button unfollow.
Yes, please. Nice pillowy landing for my
Or
ego.
maybe Manny's girlfriend saw that he followed someone, didn't trust us. Unfollowed. Who's this?
Is that Glenda the Good Witch? Huh? I see what's up.
Let's finish this bullshit.
Be the same family, which of course will never be true. Again,
It was never true. That was a load of bullshit. A load of bullshit. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here with that shit, man.
It's the logos. I'm going to check out that guy's video.
God
E.
damn.
Michael Jones. It's to find out if he's full of shit or not.
Yeah, we'll see. All right.
Logos versus anti-logos. Because I hear Benjamin quoting him.
I hate hearing people fucking catch on to some fucking dumbass term. Learn to cook. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It could be legitimate, and these guys are
Maybe.
just taking it from him and making it look worse.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if we never seen The Matrix,
Yeah.
but we keep saying the term red pill.
Yeah, we'd probably be like, fuck that movie.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
Trash.
I know.
Trash-ass movie. All right. 2 minutes left.
see this same aspect of a culture long gone reiterated when, in the next scenario, another boy is easily coaxed into the car of a stranger. And rather than the narrator, by the way, focusing on avoiding this situation altogether, not going into the car with the stranger, he focuses on how important it is for his friend to get the license plate number of the car, which he does, and the cops save him as a result. In the last scenario, the film warns boys of strange men hanging out in public restrooms and to stay together in groups. All good advice, by the way, nothing hateful about it. In fact, I'd like you to listen to the closing statement of this film. And I know this is going to trigger a lot of people, but I want you to tell me, where's the hate?
So no matter where you meet a stranger, be careful if they are too friendly, if they try to win your confidence too quickly, and if they become overly personal. One never knows when the homosexual is about. He may appear normal, and it may be too late when you discover he is mentally ill. So keep with your group, and don't go off alone with strangers.
And don't forget, carry a gun.
Yeah, where's the hate there?
You gotta imagine Paul Kersey. And a gun. Death Wish.
Yeah. Now,
And a gun.
I won't say that's hate as much as I think it's ignorance.
I'd say it's ignorance and a nice dose of deception.
Yeah, it sounds like probably hate from up above, but normal people are like, oh, this sounds about right. Homosexuality.
Normal people? You
it's
mean
not normal,
you
which
mean
means
conditioned people.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I have to be careful.
The average
here.
Joe.
I gotta be careful
in this
here.
time period.
You gotta be careful here, Jordan.
The average Joe in this time period. So.
Look at that low rider.
But when I hear Devon do it in 2019,
yeah.
The degeneration of your society is because of the illness of homosexuality. Our stock photos of this one kid we show over and over again.
Can't wait for the fucking cult.
Can't
this
wait.
guy waits.
Can't wait.
No, can't wait. The way you did it was funny though.
What?
Can't wait.
Electronic dogs? Can't wait. All right, here we go.
That shit was freaky, man. Electronic dog cops. Wonderful.
All right.
I welcome it.
Last seconds, then we'll get to comments.
Unless you have the permission of your parent or teacher.
This film in no way was about demonizing homosexuals. It was about protecting boys from predators. And if you...
The homosexual, like it's a fucking... You know what I'm saying?
No, they literally call it a disease.
Yeah.
That's contagious.
It's an illness.
It's contagious. It's passed on.
Are you like fucking actively trying to lie to people?
Yeah.
like dude, really? There's a reason why these guys, I feel like their channels will never and I know what's about to come my way. When their channels are gonna stay a certain amount of subscribers unless some sort of fucking event happens. These guys capitalize on it. But it's like you attract a certain demographic. You know what I'm saying?
This is the reverberation of the Trump era.
A certain crowd, yeah.
Of the Trump and Clinton shit. The anti-SJW stuff. This is a reverberation from that. This guy, I think. All right. 30-something seconds left.
You listen to the statement and hear hate in Lieutenant Williams' words, you're hearing what leftist propaganda has told you
Christ.
to
hear. Wait for it. I want it.
So it's leftist propaganda.
It is.
Like he's literally
delusional.
Literal propaganda from Black Pilled.
Yeah.
To tell you that it's leftist propaganda.
Yeah.
It's like fuck. So just remember, these guys believe in propaganda as being a tool of good.
Yeah. Which means they don't know what good is.
Thus,
true good.
Propagate.
Yeah.
Propaganda has told you to hear. For Black Pilled, I'm Devon Stack.
God, corny.
You like my video?
Nope. If you like my nope? This early stuff I thought was pretty good.
Huh?
So that's how I found Black Pilled.
Yeah, that nice little transition. Yeah.
Alright, Mounder, just like living organisms, civilization too experience a birth and infancy, a childhood, an adulthood, and old age, and ultimately a death.
Wait, what?
Agreed.
What?
Agreed.
What do you say?
Just like a living organism, civilizations too experience a birth, an infancy, a childhood, an adulthood, and old age, and ultimately a death. 100% agree. But if you look into someone like Joseph Campbell in The Hero's Journey, moving from childhood to whatever, teenager to adult, are all death stages. That doesn't mean it's negative and destruction everywhere, and it's a form of destruction, but it doesn't have to be negative.
What does he call it? The chemical divorce?
Campbell doesn't. I don't think he says that.
No.
Tessarian.
I meant Tessarian. That's what I meant. He calls it the chemical divorce.
Yeah.
I'm not you.
Manny says we banned him. No, we did not.
Did no such thing.
Did not ban you. I just checked you. It's all good. Are you all at YellBRo? I am the Twitter guy. He's the Instagram guy. We're both the Twitch guys. And I'm the Gab guy. I'm barely ever go on Gab. I think I did that because I was like, because we got banned, and I'm like, fuck, I need someone to scream at.
You're desperate. You're like, Something.
I'll just figure more
Some
when to get our
platform.
videos out. Matt Hunter, progress acts as a stimulant and aggravates this aging process. Conservatism acts as a medical herb and halts it. Okay. A little bit of yin and yang, in a way. I can work with that. Ruben says, well,
I need more than that.
it's not bad, I think.
I didn't say it was bad.
I just have to hear more of exactly what you mean by that.
That's
But
fine.
the words I hear, they sound like something I agree with. Ruben Garcia, I agree with a lot of E. Michael Jones. On the other hand, Devon Blackpill is garbage.
Yeah.
I saw the recommended video for E. Michael Jones. I hear a lot of people quoting him or using his words, so I'll look into him to see if this dude's using those words like it sounds legitimate to me, and these guys are just copying him.
I'll talk away from the mic again.
Ruben Garcia, I can't post links on my phone. Anyways, Sayatan is another right-wing animator, except he's an openly racist psychopath.
Well,
Type that name into your phone,
please.
please. You
Wait,
ready?
what year do you think this is?
You ready?
Yeah.
S-Y-E.
Oh, hold up. All right.
S-Y.
Oh, my bad.
S-Y-E-T-E-N.
Yeah.
That's it. Bruggengate? Just type that. That should probably find the dude. Matt Hunter, how is Cy-10 Bruggengate a racist or a psychopath? I don't know. Just heard of him. Propaganda. Please show the Australian clip. It
Oh
is
my
the next
God.
level, and I want to see an OG reaction.
You know what? Fine. Do it. And that's it.
Quit propagating over here. Your propaganda is propagating my propaganda.
It's about what I want.
Can you imagine? It's like, all right, you used up your video request cards. Australia? Try. Oh no, my God! Play that.
Let me read the comments first.
I take it all back. This is gonna be wonderful.
I might as well take my ladder and leave forever. Propaganda. You think the Black Pill would be a anarchist channel, not some homophobic prick in his aunt's basement? Fuck. Ruben talking to Matt. Manny says, ooh, get off that Gab. Gab is fun. No one talks to me, though. I usually just leave poignant...
We both know why.
I leave poignant comments and then just get no response from it.
Yeah.
I have I'm actually growing on a rate with followers faster on Gab than Twitter, and I haven't even looked at it in like a month. And those guys talking to each other. Those guys arguing with each other. Propaganda. I told you, motherfucker. Alright, let's check this out, then close out the broadcast. Sorry, did that hit you? Did it hit you like this dildo's gonna hit this guy's face?
Or how Ray's dad's gonna hit you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you Australian Prime Minister hit in the face with Devon Stack. I mean a dildo. My bad.
A rubber tool used by the sick. Oh, no. Women, I forgot. Women use it.
Yeah. It's still blasphemous. They need to find themselves a nice, good Republican man.
Yo, look at that video, top right.
10 ways to use dildos. What is he?
Yeah.
Eating cereal? I don't think dildos work like that.
Play video.
Anyways, here we go. Australian Prime Minister hit with dildo in the face by Devon Stack.
Absolutely, we always take something away from every meeting we have.
Oh, fuck. Oh, he got fucking Dave. She took it. Holy shit.
For raping our country because of the TPPA and selling away our rights and our freedom.
She's a savage.
We have. We have.
They repeated it. This is RT. This is a fucking.
Look at Julio's face.
This is a fucking official news channel. They just made like meme cuts of the guy in the face. Yeah.
That's gold.
Brian Cashman's over there. He's just clocking the dildo's feet. Oh yeah. Yeah, New Zealand Prime Minister. Somehow we typed in Australian and found the right guy. Anyways. It must be like this. Ooh, so according to Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X, who opposed race mixing, were Nazis, says Matt Hunter. They were dumbasses.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't we do a video?
Yeah, we did, but he likes to forget.
Maybe he didn't see it.
Or maybe he's just trying to make a point. I don't know.
We did a video of Owen Benjamin looking at Muhammad Ali talking about bluebirds belong with bluebirds and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, dude. At least at that point in time.
Yeah.
A dumbass. But I like to say the words, a conditioned...
How dare you?
A conditioned person.
Yeah. How dare you propaganda?
Who changed with the times.
New Zealand, sorry.
Like many other people.
New Zealand and Australia are not the same freaking thing, okay? I'm pretty sure people get in fights over shit like that over there. I don't know if that's true or not. I just said it. Alright, that is it from us. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Eco. Is it? Was it the fall society? Is that full speed? I see.
You fucking idiot.
Watch it be like stock photo from a film or something.
I know.
These motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you feel like. Always comment. Always. Forever. Donate to Devon's Journey to Recovery. Link down there in the description box for the GoFundMe account for Devon's Journey to Recovery. We don't have free healthcare, so fucking help someone out. Do it.
That's interrupted. Who the fuck invented this?
That must have been the 50s too.
It must have been.
Someone winning like a horse derby or something.
I saw like Looney Tunes when I was a kid. I'm like, fuck is that? Better form of this.
Damn, man, he's all over it.
What?
Said, people in chat, remember to donate to Devon's Journey to Recovery. Link in the description.
Awesome.
Any little bit helps. Thank you, Manny. We got something to shill for us. Yes.
Yo, man, you want to buy some Coke?
Propaganda. It doesn't show her being arrested. Yeah, it did. She said yelled at something about that's for fucking us when it comes to the TPP.
Mm-hmm.
The girl with the dreadlocks. She's kind of hot. She got a cannon for an arm. That's kind of hot. Not gonna lie.
She
slapped the shit out that dude.
It looked like a shuffle pass. Shuffle pass.
Rumor Garcia. Why don't we let YellBRo check his channel and we'll see. You got it, right?
What?
Side.
See.
Yeah. Manny says, I learned to speak English from Looney Tunes. I appreciate the mention. I don't drink soda, so thank you.
Damn. Goes vanilla Coke, too.
Alright, that is it from us. Like I said, subscribe, comment if you made it this far into the video. Donate, demonstrate your recovery. And always remember, this is Black Pilled. And I'm Devon Stack. And we give thumbs down here.
Trash.
Fuck.
Trash.
Yeah, that was trash.
No. Black-pilled.
No, that was trash. Whatever joke I was going for was
was it?
trash. It was trash.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
It was DOA.
Can you imagine? It's like, oh my god! Just.
And wait, before we go, we leave you.
We can what? Oh.
Wait, I want to see if I can do this.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna leave that image there.
The freak.
What you doing? What are you trying to do? You're making this real awkward.
Making this work, son.
Oh, look at the top left corner.
Oops.
Like you eating spaghetti? What's going on here, man?
And to all our loyal fans, we leave you with this.
You taking anything away from your meeting with them today?
Absolutely. We always take something away from every meeting we have. Oh,
It's for raping our sovereignty.
oh yes. Good-o.
We're off.
Let's go. Thank you.
We have a uniform?
It's for raping our country because of the TPPA and selling away our rights and our freedom. I did it for our country.
We have.
It's for raping our sovereignty.
We have.
It's for